भुजङ्गशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशम् विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशम् मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गम् लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यम् वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरम् सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। शान्ताकारं भुजङ्गशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशम् विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशम् मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गम् लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यम् वन्दे
Namaste to all of you. How are you all?
Hello, ma'am. Good.
Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you, ma'am?
All fine and
Good evening, ma'am.
you all are doing well? Welcome to the online yoga
Hello,
session.
ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Good
I
evening,
welcome each and every one of you to this beautiful and active and very good learning session, which is the online yoga workshop sessions for all of you. And this is no secret. We all know what we are all here for, isn't it? So we are here for the yoga with props. Okay, and I welcome each one of you on behalf of both. See, props are very, very, very useful because they're an extension of our own body. Sometimes we have, short muscles. So they're an extension of our arms, of our legs, and they help us to connect one part of the body to another. And also they enhance your practice. They make you stretch more. So you're excited about the workshop today? Excited to learn more, each one of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Yes. I really salute your enthusiasm. You all are warriors. And I welcome each one of you to this wonderful workshop. So all of us know, isn't it? We saw a nice video who's taking the workshop. Our very own energetic superwoman, Lakshmi. Okay. So I hand over the session to her. All the best to all of you. Yes. Someone saying something? Okay. So I hand over the session to Lakshmi. Lakshmi, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. How are you all?
Good.
Absolutely fine.
How are you? Ma'am, are we using yoga wheel?
What, Nilavani ma'am?
Are we using yoga wheel?
Yes, ma'am, we use.
Very nice to see you, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
1 second, let me mute everyone. Noise. Okay. Yes. Happy to see you all here. Very well known faces. Like most of you are all from level 3. Yeah, we practice by using the props in level 3 also, but still most of you registered for this workshop. That's reflecting like your enthusiasm. Yes, keep learning, keep extending your learnings and all. And shall we start the session today now with a beautiful opening prayer? Yes. Okay. So then sit right with your back and neck straight. And then join your palms in front of your chest. Let us all together chant Sahana Bhavatu. Take a deep breath in. Oh, Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Bhunatu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadithamastu. Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently place your palms on your eyes and looking through the gaps of your fingers with a beautiful smile, open your eyes. I welcome you all to this beautiful workshop. So hope you all got like wheel, strap and blocks. Got it right?
Ma'am, we don't have wheels. I don't have
Wheel is
We
not
don't have wheel only. Strap
Okay,
and
no problem. No issues. If you don't have, it's okay, no problem. There in that place of your wheel, you can use like blocks also if you have. Okay, otherwise you're not able to do, avoid the wheel thing. Okay, you can do rest. Also, we will do a few poses with the wall support also. If possible, please arrange your mat near the wall. Okay, so that you need not to move here and there. Okay, So you can place your mat near the wall and align your camera in a way that you visible to us, and so that we can correct your postures in between. Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, can we use the bolster in the place of wheel?
In few practices, yes, you can use. Keep it aside, ma'am. So I request everybody to keep your props just beside you, so in a handy, so that you can use immediately wherever it is needed. Because we are going to practice combination of like all the props. Okay, so not one after one. In between, wherever it is needed, from standing position to sitting position, like to supine position and prone position. Wherever the props needed, there we are going to use. So keep everything in a handy, and immediately you can pick it up. You can practice. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I don't have any of the props. I'm using this for a time being.
No problem, ma'am. No problem. Is
And
that
for, and for the belt, can I use this for the time being, ma'am?
yes? You can use. What is that, ma'am? Can you tell me?
This is the nada we call in Hindi.
Nada. Okay, no problem. But make sure that it is not hurting you.
Yeah, it is very soft, but it will not break, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Don't overdo or overstage.
Yeah,
And you can
ma'am.
use some dupatta also in the place of strap. Okay, if you have dupatta you can use. Okay, and in the place of blocks, you can use some books. This kind of books, 2 books, wherever it is needed.
Thank you,
Books
ma'am.
if you have. Okay, wheel, it's okay. You can avoid. If you have, use it. Otherwise, no problem, because we're going to provide this session, like recording session, to you all. So after that, also once you get your wheel, you can practice by seeing the video also. Clear, everyone?
Okay, ma'am, we'll be keeping my video off because I will not be able to do it. So I'll be watching, but because I don't have a lot of props as well, but it will be a good exposure to me to watch and see how it is done.
Definitely, ma'am, you can.
Thank you.
Others, please, whoever practicing, please enable your videos if you don't have any internet issues and all, quickly. Okay, are you all ready? Shall we start now? Little discussion, little bit we know about why we use the props and all, and after that we'll start session, practice session. Okay. Kitna ma'am, why so serious? Please smile throughout the session. Otherwise, I will spotlight you. Okay.
Good evening, Shyama. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So ready, everyone? I wanted to tell a few things about the props. So why we need to use the props wherever you're not able to do, like in few asanas or maybe in stretchers. Okay. So why do we need to use the props? Can anyone answer? Why do we need to use the props and practice? You can leave it now if you're not able to practice some asana.
If we do flexibility, we get hurt sometimes.
And to build the confidence.
To make it
Everybody
more
can do.
comfortable and flexibility increases each time.
Super.
For the posture,
People who are suffering from
To get into the posture, ma'am, initially we're not able to get into the posture, so we can use some props, and later on we can do the final posture, ma'am, after
Okay.
practicing for few days.
Okay, good. So why? Because why do we need to do all the postures? Yes, yoga is by definition itself it a therapeutic. Okay, in Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, it's mentioned that it's stated that like yoga not only prevents suffering, but it cures also. Okay, so we are not going to give any excuses for the asanas if you are not able to do. Yes, we can use the props and we can get into the posture. Right? As per Patanjali Yoga Sutra 16, chapter number 2, Heyam Dukkham Anagatam. That means what? Yoga, the pains which are yet to come can be avoided. Okay. Then chapter number 4, Sutra number 30, Tata Klesha Karma Nivritti. Then comes the end of afflictions and actions. Okay. So because of this reason, everybody should be able to practice asanas at least by using the props. Okay, there is no wrong with the use of props. Everybody, even trainers also should use to get better stretch and to intensify your action, right? So props can help cultivate an understanding of the correct alignment in the pose so that the pose is done safely and in a proper alignment. Isn't it? Who invented props? Anybody knows about it? Who invented props? Huh?
BKS Iyengar.
Yes. Yes, it said that BKS Iyengar invented, but before that only yogis, our ancient sages and all, they invented that. Okay, yogis in India have utilized basic yoga props for centuries. Okay, they used to live in forests and all. They used to use trees, branches, okay, and sticks and all to get into the proper alignment, to sit with upright position and all in a meditations and all. Okay, it's used in ancient days, but BKS Iyengar, he brought up this props thing into this yoga, and yes, he invented. Okay, so the BKS Iyengar actually first started teaching yoga as a young man. Like why he practiced, how he started with yoga, you know, he suffered with a few ailments like malaria, typhoid, and tuberculosis. So he suffered a lot many days, and he practiced yoga few days, and after that he observed and experienced improvement in his own health. Okay, and in the health of his students. So Mr. Iyengar, he developed faith in the healing power of yoga. Then he started to adopt the poses of the ability of each student, so that all could get benefit out of all the postures and all. So that is how he invented. So initially he used like few props in a house only, like whatever the equipment widely used in a home, like chair and wall, like books and all. He used that, and going forward, he invented these props, like professional props and all, and he brought up this what is that props thing into the world, yoga world. Okay. So what are all the functions and benefits of the props? Like you already told, right? Can anyone tell few benefits, like one more time? Quickly.
It will gradually improve our practice and posture to get the final posture.
Gives us the
Yes.
more
Improves flexibility.
gives us more
Improves
flexibility
the
and mobility.
flexibility. Yes.
Very good. Yes, a person whosoever facing the like physical restrictions or lack of strength and all, he or she can practice all the yoga postures or stretches with the support of props without any effort, right? Also, direction. When you are doing some postures like with a lot of pressure, with a lot of what inflexible body and all, how you can direct your mind or breath to that particular body part. Okay, you hardly get into the posture and you hardly hold the posture. There is no matter of like Stiram Sukham Asana. You can't hold that posture comfortably, right? So in that case also props will helpful to direct your mind and breath to the particular part of your body with proper attention. Okay, so in case of direction also props are very, very good. And coming to the third benefit or function of the props, intensification of action. Okay, they are not used only to get into the posture. They also like give intense stretches. Okay, so that props will allow you to get into the intense stage. Okay, this is how props will be useful. And last but not least, relaxation and stress reduction. Okay, props have proven to be like invaluable in the treatment of immune disorders. Do you know what is the reason for what is lack of immunity in your body? Main reason, only one reason I want.
Stress.
Exercise.
Huh?
Stress.
Stress.
Stress. Stress is the main reason for lack of immunity. Okay, so these props will give a nice relaxation in all the postures. Like a lot of my postures there, which you can practice with the props, and you can get the relaxation and reduce the stress. Okay, so this is how also props can be used. Okay, I wanted to show few props like apart from that, I think you know only few props like block and like wheel, chair, like wall. So apart from that, we have few more props. Let me show that how they used. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
See. So these are the yoga props. You can see chair. This is also like invented by Iyengar only. Iyengar's chair. Many postures you can practice along with chair without any difficulty when you're practicing asanas, and you can get all benefits out of it. Okay, and coming to this bolster, this you can use in most of the restorative postures. Okay, and coming to this is silk thread. The yeah, ropes you can see in many studios. Yes, at home it is not available, we cannot use them. These are also very good to stretch your ligaments and joints, to cure any problems related to your joints and ligaments. And coming to this, here you can see on top of her few sandbags, right? So these are used to heal your nerves and any inflammation. Okay, and here you can see the table. You can see this is one kind of chair, yoga chair, or we can call yoga stool. This we use it for inversions. Can we do inversions without any difficulty? Can anyone practice here? No? Very much difficult, right? Yes, with this stool, it can be practiced very easily, the proper support. Now you can see here, yoga band. Okay, eye band it is. This is very good for the stress again, to reduce the stress. So when you use this, when you tie this to your eyes and when you practice meditation and pranayama, it is act as like a stress reduction in your face and eyes. Also, it, yes. Just a second. Yes, it draws your attention inwards. Okay, so you will be able to practice meditation or pranayama without any difficulty. Okay, so these are the well-known props, and here this is the wall. With the wall, we have so many stretches you can practice. It gives a proper grip in most of the asanas and aids the rest to your complete body and mind in few postures. Like one of the example is Uttana Padasana, very good with when you do by using the wall, and you will be having the stability in the postures, and also it open up your body completely in some postures when you use the wall. Okay, and coming to this is the trestle. This also have been used in Iyengar studios for the intense stretches and all. And here you can see a nice twist to open up your shoulders and chest. Okay, so this is also one of yoga equipment or props that have been used in Iyengar studios. Okay, and here you can see wedges. These are like blocks only. Makes you feel like grounded, gives you nice support and protect your joints. These are like under the heels, under the palms you can use. These are the props. And blocks anyways, you know, in most of the stretches and asanas you can practice. It will give you nice support to hold in the posture without any difficulty. Yes, and coming to wheel, is also very nice prop to stretch your calf muscles, hamstrings and quadriceps, and also well known prop for the back bending. Okay, and here you can see wooden chair. It is also you can see in some studios, which is very good to do few advanced asanas like inversions and back bends. Okay, so these I'm showing you because we cannot use, we don't have and we cannot use. So just for understanding purpose, I have shown you this are all. So we will practice few whatever we have now. Got it right? Clarity about props? Yes. Now let us practice without wasting time. So I will show the demonstration. Please watch carefully. It's okay. Don't worry if you're not able to follow in between few props, like few asanas, because you're going to get a recording session, right? You can practice anytime. Okay. Please don't overstretch or overdo. As per your body limit, you can practice. Clear, right? Yes. So now quickly let us begin the session with joint rotations. Can you please come to standing position from table? Table, everybody come to table. And mounting. Transitions. Yes. Yes, walk forward towards your palms. Okay, then slowly rise up, come to standing position. Perfect. Now let us quickly start all the joint rotations. Can you all please start with neck rotation? Clockwise for 3 times and anti-clockwise for 3 times. Gently. Okay. Once you're done your neck rotation, let us rotate our shoulders. Keep your both palms on your shoulders and then rotate. Very good. With a nice smile. Reverse. Perfect. Once you're done, you can keep your both palms on your waist. Then slowly rotate your hip. And then do reverse rotation. And relax slowly. Stretch both the hands in front and then rotate your wrist. Make a fist and rotate your wrist. Perfect. Reverse. And then relax and rotate your hands. And then do reverse rotation. Perfect. And relax your hands. Then get your right leg in front and then rotate your ankle clockwise and anti-clockwise. Both legs alternately. Done. Side bends. And we go little pause in between in order to give the best, because I wanted to give as many as I can. So try to follow this. Now stretch both the hands in front and then try to twist. Very good. And then relax. Relax. Now then, so let it rotate our hip. Both legs alternately. Do properly, because when you use props and doing the stretches, few stretches is little difficult. And do reverse rotation now. Very good. Then relax and then let us go to squat position slowly and then do side bends. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now slowly come to standing position and take the strap into your hands. Now we are started using the props in between wherever you need. Just quickly pick it and use it wherever it is needed. Okay. Now slowly take the strap into your hands, and then you can raise your both hands up over your head. Okay. So now wherever you are, just try to keep your body straight, and then only stretch your both hands behind like this way. See. Very good. And then bring it into the center. So there is no movement in your neck or head. Only your hands moving and keeping your elbows straight. Okay. So this is very good to open up your shoulder and the chest to give a good stretch to your upper body. Okay. Do it slowly. I don't want many repetitions. I just want you to make a good stretch. Okay, and then bring it into the center. One more last. Bring it back and hold now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now then slowly do side bend. So you're not bending, you're pulling your upper hand with the lower hand. So make sure your both elbows are straight. I'm showing in all the directions. So try to pull it to the side as much as you can. Okay, the same way other side. Now you are pulling your right hand with the left hand support by using this strap. Here you can use dupatta also. One more on right. So your hands are behind only, not in the center or in the front. Very good. Any stiffness if you have in your shoulders, that gives nice mobility to your shoulder. This stretch. Very good. And then slowly bring it into the center. Okay. Now you're in the same position. Try to push your hands back. Okay, your head is there in front now. Push your hip back. So you can see curve over my back. So this position, be here and keep breathing. Feel the stretch. Perfect. Then slowly you can come to the center. Okay, now what are you going to do here? Just put some distance between your both hands. You're going to hold like this. Now what you're going to do? Just try to rotate your both hands from front to back. This way. You're bringing your hands down and then up and then down. Okay, so if your arms are moving very easily, there is no shoulder discomfort, then what you do? Reduce the distance like this way. Okay. Now again do the same thing. Try rotating it back and then to the front. Bring it in front. So still, if you are comfortable here, what you do? Again, reduce the distance. Little bit, inch, 1 inch distance you can reduce. Then again, you want to do the same thing. Try to bring it in front, behind. So if you're here, your shoulders are not allowing to bring your hands back, what you do now? Adjust your hands. Bend your elbows. Then again, slowly bring it in front. This way. You can bend your elbows. Come on. Continue. Okay, still. Now you are comfortable here. Then again, reduce the gap between your hands. Okay, come on now. Do it. Bend your elbows and bring it back. Let me check everyone. Very good. Come on. Keep doing. Done. And relax. Okay, so these movements are very good to give mobility in your shoulders. Okay, relax your hands. Now here, again, hold the strap in your both hands and raise your both hands up. As you exhale, do forward bend. And then try to put the strap under your feet. Okay, put it under the feet and then slowly try to pull the strap, bend your elbows, but knees straight. and then try to hug your legs and kiss your knees. Okay, if you want, you can again bring your chest away from your legs, then again bring it closer to the legs. Come on, keep doing that. Very good.
Ma'am, can you show me again, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So now once you've done that, again in the same position, put 2 blocks under your feet. You can stand on the blocks. Same thing again. Put the strap under your feet. Then slowly try to pull the strap and pull your upper body towards the legs. Make sure your knees are straight and then you're bringing upper body closer to the legs. Okay, this is to employ your Padahastasana to give nice stretch over your knees and calf muscles and quadriceps.
Why blocks, ma'am, here? What's the point? I didn't understand.
Yes, we do in exposure. So that will give little height, right? So when you do forward bend, now if you try to touch the palms to the mat, so you are a little bit height, right? So it will give extra stretch to your calf muscles. Okay, if you are already able to place your palms on the mat without blocks, if you stand, it will give little height and it will give more stretch to your calves. Got it right?
Okay.
Yes, once you're done, relax and keep the blocks aside just beside your feet. Now from there, get into Utkatasana, chair pose, chair pose. Now then slowly twist to the one side, Parivruta Utkatasana, and keep your one palm, like lower hand on the block, then other hand rising up to the ceiling. So now here try to put your palm on the block and try to twist to the one side as much as you can. Okay, now breathe in, come to the center. As you breathe out in the same way, we're going to twist and hold for a few seconds. Very good. Now slowly come to Utkatasana, center, center. Now again slowly do forward bend, Padahastasana. Now from here, get the right leg back, fall back. Okay, you're getting into the Trikonasana by using block. Just put your block just beside your foot and put your palm on the block. Then other hand you are rising it up. So just learn how to use the props in the asanas and you will be able to teach your students or suggest wherever it is needed. Very good. Then again, slowly come to the center. Get the right leg in front and left leg back again. Again, slowly get into Trikonasana on the other side. Okay, then slowly drop your hands. Okay, get the leg in front to Padahastasana and hold your blocks in your hands. Then slowly rise up onto standing position. Okay, now here you're using the wall as a prop for the upper body stretch. Put the both blocks on the wall, and now you are standing away from the wall, like about 1 feet, and then you're gonna push your chest and chin to the wall. So this you can do without block support also. Just put your palms on the wall and also you can do. This is to open up your
Ma'am, the legs have to be, I'm sorry, the hands have to be absolutely straight. No
straight.
bend.
No bending in your elbows. Keep it straight. And keep your palms together. Okay, done. Now then from there slowly try to stand little bit away, and then you are keeping your palms in line with your shoulders, and then now here your hand with your head and pressing your shoulders towards the mat. This is again to open up your shoulders and chest and upper back. Done. Now from here, you can use wall as a drop in a Virabhadrasana 3. Just slowly try to raise your right leg up and point your toes back and balance here. So once you are balancing, you can move your palms away from the wall. You can hold on fingertips. Once you are comfortable there, you can move your fingertips also away from the wall. Excuse me. And then relax your right leg and same way, left leg again. Lift it up and hold, breathe. Very good. Then slowly drop your left leg on the ground and then take the strap into your hands. And then you can fold your leg in the back. Just try to wrap your strap around your foot. And then slowly try to pull the leg up. And then point your elbows to the ceiling and arch your back. Or you do Natarajasana the same way. Try arching your back and pulling the leg up as much as you can.
Ma'am, can you show me once again?
Yes. Once you done right leg, change left leg now. The same way. Here.
Nice, Keetala ma'am. Keep going. Good job.
Your strap assisting you to pull the leg more up and make a nice curve over your back. Make sure your bottom leg is straight.
Try to lift yourself high. Be careful. Very good, Arpita ma'am. Very good, Srinaja ma'am. Up, up, up. That's it. Very good. Lovely.
Ma'am, I'm not able to understand that. Can you please explain me once more?
Spotlight me, Alan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can see here. So you are wrapping the strap around your upper foot, right? And holding the strap in your both hands. Then slowly you're pulling the leg out. That's it. Understood, ma'am?
Ma'am, we can,
Okay.
can we use the hook and we can use in the feet?
What, sir?
I mean, we can use a hook and place in a hat like this.
That also can be done, but that will take time. So that's the reason I told this. That also can be done, sir. You can make loop and you can insert your foot into that. So loop can be done like this way. Then you can, sorry, this way. We can do making a loop with the strap. A small loop.
Yeah, ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what should be done if the person is not able to balance in this position? Because it is little risky also for that person who's not able to balance.
Yes, they can take wall support, ma'am. Can you spot it, Alan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yes, you asked right question. In this asana, balancing is little challenging. That they can practice like this way. So they can be closer to the wall. See this way, half feet distance between you on the wall. Then now slowly you can bring your chest and arms closer to the wall. Touch your chest to the wall. Then you can move. There is no chance of falling out. Okay, this way it can hold.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Very good.
Ma'am, which asana is this?
Natarajasana. Very good. Once you've done that, you can relax.
Good job, Preeti ma'am.
Okay.
Good job.
Yes. And once you're done, stand at the edge of your mat, do forward bend, and from there get your right leg back. And get your right leg back, Ashta Sanchalana. Okay, here to intensify your push, you can put your front foot on the block. Okay, so to give extra stretch to your inner thigh and to your hip, you can just try to put your front foot on the block. If you're comfortable here, you can put 2 blocks. Okay, and put the foot on top of it. Okay, then from here, make sure your back leg completely resting and keeping it straight. Then put your palms on your waist, and then you can push your waist as much as you can. Very good. Okay, and then take the wheel. Now you can put the wheel under your front leg, just under the knee. Again, this also will give a nice stretch over the groin and hip. Okay, so keep on pushing your hip down in this posture. So whosoever not having like wheel, you can use the block, no worries. Okay, then from there slowly you can go back.
I'm not feeling much of a stretch. What is it for?
It is to give extra stretch to your inner thighs, groin area and hip area. If you are flexible, you won't feel anything.
Okay.
Okay, from there you can slowly push yourself back. Okay, now from here try to kiss your knee, front knee. So make sure your foot is flexed. Your toes pointing towards your face and your both palms. If you're not able to put it on the mat, you can use the blocks under the palms. And now kiss your knee. Okay, then slowly again remove the wheel. Same posture, put your heel on the mat and you can put both blocks under your palm. Then try kissing your knee here. This is half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. You can observe the intense stretch over your calf muscles. Toes pointing to the ceiling. Okay, now from there, again slowly push your hip down now. So here, to get into the Ashtasana, like create intense stretch, now you can move your palms back. See, blocks you're moving it back and continuously pushing your hip. If you are not pushing your hip, then you won't feel anything here. Okay, and arch. Then again, slowly move your blocks in front. Okay, now wherever you are, try straightening the front leg. As much as you can here, this is advanced posture, but this can be done with the block support, so that reason I am showing. So, straighten the front leg and put one block under your groin. See like this and you can sit on block. Okay, you comfortably sit and try to stretch here. If you are not comfortable with one block, like if you are having still gap, then put 2 blocks under the groin. Sit on that. Okay, once you sit, then do forward bend and kiss your knee. Okay, and then move your hands back a little bit. Perfect. Just pay attention here. Do along with me. Very good. Then come on, relax. Then again, just remove one block if possible. We need one block. And try to put one block under the heel. Okay, and try to straighten the front leg. Okay, then slowly you can remove the blocks and get into Pashta Sanchalana first. Done. Then slowly get the left leg back and then get your other leg in front. Now you will see the intense thing in your right hip, right? Opposite hip. Yeah? Be there. Yes, take the blocks again. Try walking back. Continue to push your hip in this. Walk back. Okay, so these props are being used in this Anjaneyasana to get into the Anjaneyasana perfectly. Put the wheel under your front leg now again. Keep pushing your hip down. Again, walk back. Okay, then slowly remove the wheel, straighten the front leg, and then put the block under your groin. If one is not enough, put 2 blocks under the groin. Very good. Then slowly do forward bend and kiss your leg. Very good. All of you are doing amazing. Okay, then remove 1 block, put it under your heel. There will be the gap, don't worry. So that itself is a stretch, nice stretch to you. Slowly, you'll be able to reach final posture with the proper stretch daily. Okay, done. Then remove the block. And then get the leg back to Pashta Sanchalana. Perfect. Then slowly get your right leg also back. Come into table. Now from table, take the blocks into your hands and then get into mountain and pedal your feet here. Pedal your feet. And then from there, slowly move to upward facing dog. So this here in upward facing, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, blocks giving you support to feel grounded. Be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then slowly again go to mountain. Press your shoulders towards the knees. Keep pressing your shoulders towards the knees. And then slowly drop your knees. Come to table. Come to table. Okay, now then put the blocks in vertical position in front of you. So what are you going to do? Try resting your elbows on the blocks. Don't put pressure and don't make fall down. So hanging your head freely, putting your both palms between your shoulders and try pressing down. Hang your head freely, don't touch it on the mat. Just continuously press your shoulders towards the mat. Press. So as if somebody pressing you on the top of your shoulders, upper back. So you yourself have to push that way to open up your shoulder. Very good. Once you've done that, in the same posture, try to take the wheel. Keep the wheel on the mat only, otherwise it will move. Put your both palms on the wheel and then stay stretch with the wheel. keep adjusting your wheel in a way that you get the stretch. Because we don't know how much stretch you're getting. So you know how to use it. Only the thing you need to adjust and get the good stretch and feel it. Very good. Then slowly come back to table. Then just put the wheel under your belly. Okay, so you will be in a plank position now. Just at the navel, your wheel will be there. You don't have a wheel, put 2 blocks and then it can be there. Still, I think that the height is not sufficient. Now from here, try raising your leg towards your head. This is to give flexibility to your spine. Rise up as much as you can, everybody. Nice, then change other leg. Very good to get the flexibility over lower back. Very good. Lift your head also. So your head will move towards the toes towards the head. Nice.
Ma'am, one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, with the help of a block, when we were pushing our shoulders down, so we have to keep our head also down towards the chin.
Head down, but don't touch it on the mat now. Hang it.
Okay.
Just hang your head in the air.
Okay, okay. Need not to push down.
Head down, ma'am.
Ma'am,
you have to push your shoulders down. Your head will be in a relaxed position, just hanging in the air down.
Okay, okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
This spotlight lines. Yes. Done. Then slowly move the wheel in the front. And then you can put both hands again on the wheel. Bhujangasana with the wheel. This is again stretch your lower back. You can just slowly slide back. Try to keep your legs together. Okay, then slowly slide forward and then back. As much as you can, don't overstraight. Very slowly in front and then back. Again, this is for good flexibility over your back.
Ma'am, can we do it with blocks also?
Not be done, ma'am.
Blocks से नहीं हो सकता.
With blocks, no, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Once you've done that, relax. Put your both arms beside your chest. Get into Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana. Now here, use the block or the wheel. I think blocks will be comfortable. As for your comfort, use the block or the wheel at your rib cage. Okay, just above the navel on your upper abdomen, you're resting your wheel or the blocks. So if you're using the blocks, you have to use like this way. So try to put one in a flat position. On top of that, you're keeping this way. One more block. Okay. Then you're going to rest navel part on the blocks. So in this position, you won't get any strain over your back. Okay. Now from this position, you slowly folding your leg. Okay. Now take the strap, wrap it around. Okay, and then again, arch. Try to walk towards the foot. Once you done right leg, left leg also in the same way. With the strap, pull it. Okay, this we are doing here only with alternative legs. Both legs also can be done, but that is intense, not now.
Good job, Asha Prabhu ma'am. Anusha ma'am, lovely. Very good, Aruna ma'am.
Okay, once you done alternate legs, please relax. Done? Very good. Then slowly can turn towards the wall. Again, you're taking wall support for a flex your to your back. So now go closer to the wall. So touching your chest till the upper abdomen you are touching. Then rest your both hands on the wall and tilt your neck to slide back. Then again bring it.
Very nice, Hema ma'am.
Perfect. Okay. Then slowly come out of the posture. And then take blocks, sit in Virasana. So this we Supta Virasana. Most of the people they cannot completely lie down on the back. They cannot rest their back on the mat. For them, blocks are very good. They can put blocks one upon another. Simply rest the middle back on the blocks first, and then rest upper body, and then slowly they can hang. Once they go back completely, they can rest their hands just behind the head. It gives a nice relaxation. It is restorative pose also. Everybody can practice. So this is the beauty of props. We able to hold in the posture for a longer period, so that followed by you will be getting benefits out of it. If you practice intensely with a lot of discomfort and yes, effort, you may not able to get that many benefits. Why? Because you're stressing yourself on the muscles and you're holding the breath also that you don't know. Where you need to regulate the breath and relax the muscles and joints, there you are engaging and you are trying to put in stress. So these props will allow you to get into the posture easily and hold it for longer period without any challenge. Once you've done,
Ma'am, can we do this pose in Sukhasana?
yes, Sukhasana also done. Can do in Sukhasana, Padmasana, and Supta Baddhakona also can do.
And ma'am, block should be placed lower back or upper back?
Middle back.
Okay, middle. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, once you done the block, same. You're in the same position like at your lower back. Put the heel, like wheel. If you have the wheel, we use. Just rest, lean back onto the wheel, and then you can stretch your both hands behind. Relax your upper back completely. If you are not comfortable here in Virasana, you can stretch your both legs in front like in Dandasana. Same pose can be done by keeping the legs straight also. Very good. Once you're done, slowly come out of the posture, everyone. Yeah. So if you are feeling easy there, then you can see here. Your buttocks are resting on the wheel now. So this is for little intense flex over your back. You're sitting on it, and then from there, trying to rest vertebra on the wheel. See here like this. Go as much as you can. If you're comfortable here, you can just try to be there for a few seconds and come out. Otherwise, if you're okay, then you can go further, and then you can try to move your hands towards the wheel this way. When you're coming out, try to hold your ankles or the heels, then slowly you can come out and slowly remove the wheel and relax in Vajrasana. This is to get into the perfect posture of Kapotasana. They call Purna Kapotasana.
What is this asana called?
Purna Kapotasana. There are many names. Yes, Purna Kapotasana is like very used name.
So
Especially for back end.
is different, ma'am.
What?
Rajakapotasana is different, no?
Yeah, that is different.
Purna Kapotasana. Okay.
Ekapatra Kapotasana, that is different.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, slowly come out of the posture, everyone. So Uttanasana also has a lot of benefits, but still people are struggling in that posture because when they are doing initially, that is very much difficult and challenging. They put a lot of stress over their body and the breath they're not able to even take. So for them, it is very good to use blocks, and even chair also can be used. But still we don't have the chair here, so that you can use blocks. What you can do? Try to put both blocks just beside your feet, and then you're trying to arch and then try to push your feet forward. This has many benefits towards the thyroid and gives good flexibility to your back. So when you use the blocks, you won't feel any stress in holding the posture. Just try to push your waist as much as you can. Hands straight. And push your waist. Monica ma'am. Perfect. Then slowly come out of the posture. Okay, now from here, try to get the right leg back and front leg in front leg. Left leg, I'm using your left leg. Try to get into Kapotasana. So here in this posture, this is also well known. If you are not able to make your hip square, that means not able to rest the side part of your hip on the mat, then what can be done? You can see the gap there. You can put the block. Simply, nicely relax on the block, and then again by keeping the palms on the mat. If not able to palm, fingertips put it on the mat, and then try to straighten your spine. This is very good posture to strengthen your spine, and if you have any back pains also will be resolved if you are in right alignment like this. Okay, there is no discomfort to hold in the posture, no pressure on the knee, no pressure on the back also. This is how this can be done. So this is basic Kapotasana. The same way, for advanced one, you can fold your back leg, then take the wheel or the strap. Anything can be used, and try to, you can hold it this way. Purna Kapotasana. Sorry, Raja Kapotasana. For this, you can use strap also. Just you are making a loop and put the foot into that loop, and then take the strap in your hands and then put it. Very good to strengthen your spine, but without trying, if you want to, without block and strap support, you're not able to rotate your elbow. You'll be starting here only. But with block and strap, you'll be able to comfortably hold in the posture. And you can get the benefits out of it. Okay, once you're done, please get the right leg back and left leg in the front. Same thing, please repeat on both the sides. Don't end up by doing on one side.
Ma'am, here the pressure is on knees. Here the pressure is on knees. Whenever we will lift the back leg that you have up, the pressure would be on knees. Is there anything to support the knees? Is there any band or something like that? My knees are weak.
So you're getting pain over the front knee or back knee?
No, on the kneecap I'm getting pain. Kneecap.
Kneecap only, front or back knee?
Okay.
Actually, you have pain over the knees or in the posture?
No, whenever I do such postures, so I have pain here.
Okay, ma'am, you need to give proper stretches to your knee, ma'am.
Okay.
So here is the posture. People tend to hold like this way. They try to sit here like this. This is not right one. You have to bring your foot out. You have to fill that gap with the block and be here and make your hip square. Then now here try to fold. This is the right posture. If you have already over the knees, pain over the knees, please check it out. Reason for the knee pain. Okay, then once we done other side also, please come up to the posture. Come to the table.
Please tell again, what should we use if we have knee pain?
In this posture or usually, generally if you have knee pain,
Yeah, so generally what can we use in props or in whatever which eases our knee pain and we can do the posture?
that is complete what is that long subject. So few exercises can be done to relieve the knee pain. We can put some thick towel under the knee and we can press over there like this way, and that will relieve the pain. And Trikonasana can be done to ease your knee pain, and Janusrishasana can be done to ease your knee pain. So with that stretches, once you get relief from the knee pain and all, you can perform other asanas. Okay, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am, if you get this knee pain only when you sit in Padmasana or Sukhasana also for that matter.
And it is for beginners, knee pain is very, very common when you sit in Padmasana and Sukhasana, because that will give the strength. Yes, if you sit daily like 5 minutes, like after your comfort, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, being continuously sitting in that posture, that part will be stretched eventually, and then you will not get pain over there going forward. Even I have all those pains when I started yoga, but eventually that will go.
Okay, so is there a need for putting some prop, a pillow or something beneath the knees when you start?
Can be used. You can put. So initially when you are sitting in a Sukhasana, you can sit on the block also. That will ease your knee pain. You won't get any pain over the knees. This also can be used. I mean, prop used in Sukhasana and Padmasana. You can sit on that. Or bolster can be used in Sukhasana. Okay.
माइक के पास आकर बोले ना, आपकी वॉइस बहुत दूर हो रही तो कट रही है. अब बोलिए मैम.
Ma'am, should we raise the knee while doing Rajakapotasana?
Which knee you're asking about? Front or back?
While doing Rajakapotasana, we are lifting that with the prop. We are lifting, right? Should we lift the knee?
Is knee or back knee like this?
Back side. Yeah.
This way. No, you have to completely rest it on the mat.
No. While lifting the ankle,
this.
Yeah. Should we?
Yes. Your knee should be on the mat only. Should not lift. Okay. The thing is on upper back. Upper back you have to flex like this way. Instead of lifting, I cannot even lift. You should not lift that. You have to relax on the mat only. Okay, it's working on upper back. Okay, middle back flexing and then arch. Okay.
मैम हमको अगर नी पेन है तो इसको अवॉइड करना चाहिए या हम ट्राई करें?
If you have a severe knee pain, please avoid. Otherwise, yes, if it is lighter one, you can put some blanket or cushion under the back. You can do it. Okay, anything is please avoid.
Ma'am, in this Kapotasana, if you have to raise your hands away from the mat and you want to put on a Namaskara Mudra above your head, in that pose, if you're losing out on balance, how do you manage that?
Yes, you're losing the balance because of flexibility only over your back. In that case, what can be done? You can put, yes, again this thing, wheel only, like this way, rest your belly here, this. See here, I'm resting I'm inserting my leg into this wheel, and then you can here hold in this posture.
Okay.
You won't get any pressure over the back. Like this you can do. Okay. Relax. Done? Yes, lie down on your back. Lie down on your back, everyone. Please take the step on your hands and then try to wrap it around the foot and then try to pull it. It is Supta Padangusthasana. If you pull your leg nicely, it will get stretched. This also resolve the knee pains. Looking simple, but yes, gives complete relaxation to your legs and muscles. Once you done right leg, please do it with left leg also. Pull it as much as you can. This can be used to heal the ligaments and the joints again. Okay, so now here in the lying down position only, if you have any discomforts in Supta Baddha Konasana, you can put the blocks under the thighs, like under the knees, and you can hold the posture for few seconds. Okay. Then relax. Now wherever you are, please stand towards the wall. In lying down position only again. And you're going to put the legs on the wall. Okay, so here wall acting as a prop to get into the right posture. As Sarvangasana and Viparita holding a lot many benefits, you are going to hold in the posture without any difficulty with the wall support. So same posture can be done with chair and bolster support also. But here we have chair wall available, so we are doing that. So slowly, first try to touch your buttocks to the wall. From there, try to lift your buttocks up. Then you can hold in the posture with the hand support, and then you can straighten the legs. And then slowly you can move your alternative legs. So here, make sure don't turn your head. And then once you're comfortable, move your both the legs away from the wall. If you're losing balance or feeling any strain, again rest your legs on the wall. So Viparita or Sarvangasana can be done like this way. As this posture holding lot many benefits mentally, physically, and even good for the pregnant ladies. So, but don't try it on them. Because of the benefits, this can be done easily with wall support. And then relax. Then slowly apart your legs wherever you are. Here we are using wall as a prop for the split. You can apart as much as you can, push your legs down towards the mat. Make sure your knees are straight, and then you can point your toes. Then try to push down as much as you can. Maximum down. Maximum down. Okay, once you're done, then slowly get your legs together. This is very nice posture. Mentally, physically, again, it will give nice stretch to your body, like at your inner thighs and groin area. Every time when you're going to try split postures, this is mandatory. So keep your legs together there and relax everyone. Your hands just beside your body, palms facing to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Uttana Padasana with wall, which is very good to release the tension over the back and very good for your brain also, as it regulating the blood towards your upper body, heals your reproductive system. Just close your eyes and start taking deep breaths here in this position. Keep breathing, close your eyes. Breathe. Breathe. Keep moving your awareness from top to bottom. You're at the state of calm. Present. Your complete body is stretched. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep relaxing. Observe your toes, ankles, calf muscles, knees, thighs, hip joints, lower abdomen, navel, upper abdomen, chest center, left shoulder joint, right elbow, right wrist, fingers, and complete right arm. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in and relax. Chest center, left shoulder joint, left elbow, left wrist, left fingers, complete left arm. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in and relax. Move your awareness to the throat center, chin, lips, nose, cheeks, ears, eyes, eyebrow center, forehead, and top of your head, back of your head, back of your neck, throughout the spine, lower back, buttocks, throughout the legs, heels, tips of your toes, and move your awareness to the eyebrow center. Fix your awareness there and visualize your body. Keep breathing and relaxing. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in and relax. Complete body and mind relaxed. Now you are at the state of calm and pleasant. Become aware of your surroundings, aware of your body, aware of your breath. Visualize the room that you are lying down. Visualize the wall. Take your own time and start wriggling your fingers and toes. Then slowly turn towards the right side with your eyes closed. Gently bend your knees and drop your knees to the one side. Stay there for a few seconds. And slowly come to sitting position. Take your own time and observe the sensations within you. Calm and pleasant state of your mind and body. And then join your palms in front of your chest. With this calm state of mind, let's bless the whole planet with wholeheartedly. Take a deep breath in to chant. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently rub your palms. Place down your eyes and face. Looking through the gaps of your fingers. Again, slowly open your eyes. The beautiful smile. Thank you so much. Hope you all relaxed and enjoyed the session. Please share your experience. How did you feel?
Thank you so much for the session, ma'am. It was helpful. Thank you so much.
Welcome, ma'am. So if you have any doubts, please ask related props.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, you told us about using the prop for the flank. For Chaduranga Dandasana, how do you proceed from there with the prop?
For Chaturanga Dandasana, you can use the blocks under your hands. So you need not to bend your elbows that much. There won't be much pressure over the knees and shoulders when you use the blocks under the palms. And also you can use the strap. You can just tie it to your hands so that with the strap support, you will maintain the proper distance between your arms. That also will give you the support.
So would you mind showing it just once, if possible, please?
Yeah, ma'am, definitely. So you can use blocks as well as the strap. This way. you're going to insert your hands into that. So proper shoulder width you're maintaining here with this. So your hands will not move. That elbows will stick to your ribcage only. And in this position, if you put your blocks under your palms, then you'll be able to get into the pose very easily. And that is perfect alignment.
Yeah, because every time from Palakasana, when I'm trying to go to Chaturanga, I'm going to Urdhva Mukha, but I'm not able to come down to Chaturanga.
That is because of lack of strength in your arms and shoulder. Ma'am, no worries. You can use this. You'll be able to do. Try baby push-up first for a few days. After that, you can try.
Ma'am, same thing for me also, ma'am. I'm not able to get to Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm able to do that plank pose and all. Whenever trying to do, I'm going to Urdhva Mukha. Same question.
And that is very, very common even for me also when I was in training. Please do baby push-ups. Try to strengthen your arms first, then try. Let us see how it will not come. Okay. Every posture has limitations, but you can overcome with the props. See, few people think that it's not for trainers. It is only for the beginners who are starting the yoga newly, but not. Props are useful for everybody. Okay. I think you noticed it today. You got intensity in the postures, right? Yes. So that is how props are useful for everybody. Actually, I have a lot many to show, but time is not there because of time restrictions. I had to end it up in the 7:20.
Only one query.
What, ma'am?
Ma'am, one query. Ma'am, can I use this on my this knee as a support? Can I use this as a knee support?
What is this, ma'am?
Ma'am, this is used to wear on the knee.
Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, you can use, ma'am. Definitely, you can use. Okay. Even normal people who are not having pains also, they can use. That will protect.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
That you can use.
Madam, would you get today whatever demonstration you've done? Would we get a video of that?
Definitely, sir. This entire session will be getting a recording session. Recording. Okay, within next 4 or 5 working days, we are going to share it. Don't worry about it, sir. Definitely you will get it. And also participants certificate also will come. Okay, we'll get it.
Ma'am, there is a question.
Yes,
it is not related to the props. So if in a regular class, if somebody has a knee pain and he can't do Kapotasana, so what other asana we can suggest to that person?
Without props, you're asking.
Sorry?
Without props, if you want them to make them
without
do,
props.
right?
Yes. Without props.
Without props, instead of Kapotasana means lot many asanas are there, ma'am. For back pain, you're asking me.
Okay.
For what purpose you want?
Any sitting position we can go give. We can give Trikonasana and anything, which will not hurt the knee.
Ma'am, I want clarity in question. Like, can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, Jen. See, I am just asking if you're not using the prop and a person has a knee pain. And
Okay,
he's not able
so you're asking for knee pain. Knee pain
Yes,
patient,
yes.
like people who what can be done, right?
Yes, yes.
They can do so many asanas, like Janushirshasana, where you don't bend your knee. So the problem is when you bend the knee, only problem. Okay, so without bending, by keeping the knees straight, like Trikonasana, like you said, and what is that? Janushirshasana, Paschimottanasana, these are all can be done, ma'am.
Ma'am, with
Okay,
the help of chair also we can do knee related to knee asana.
Yes, chair is also wonderful.
It's very
prop.
useful.
We already done chair yoga also. Lot many asanas, like most of the asanas can be done with the chair support, effortlessly.
Yeah.
You can
Okay,
check
ma'am.
chair yoga video on YouTube. I think it will be there.
It's good.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, if we are taking a class and as the students are beginners, so ma'am, do we have to make them do all the whatever you taught today, or let us start slowly and gradually? Like let us start with this holding strap first, and then go gradually with the bricks.
Yes, ma'am. Start with very, very basic asanas by using the props. These are all like I gave little intense because you are all trainers. Okay, for normal people, you can go ahead with a lighter asanas, like basic asanas, even with a prop support. Okay, so once you will get to know that when they become strong and flexible, then you can introduce little intensity by using the props. Okay, never ever go ahead with the intense asanas, even you use the props.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Any other questions? So if I wanted to say one thing, so if you want to buy props, our body also providing multiple props like blocks and wheel, strap, bolster. So combination. This is kit from Bodhi. You will get it for reasonable price. If you want, you can approach with the Bodhi. Okay.
Can we get this in your studio? Any of your studios, can we get it, or should we come to your head office and take it?
No need to come, sir. We can post in courier. Okay. So we already like our team member already sent you the link regarding this. If you're interested, you can just reply to him. They will go ahead and send it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. So each and every prop is there in that kit, which is very helpful for you, like you saw in today's session. Okay, for everybody it is. I suggest that personally for every trainer, it is very much useful. Okay. Any other questions related to props?
So the chair is that was looking different, ma'am. So should we ask for something like that, or the regular chair?
Chair, ma'am. No need to use Iyengar chair only. That is widely used in available equipment in your home. Any chair can be used, but only the thing that you need to check that should have a little weight, and you need to touch that chair to the wall for the proper support. Okay. The chair that is useful at home also can be used for all the asanas.
Are you taking session on chair yoga?
We already done it on last Saturday, ma'am.
Oh.
Already done. Again,
Will
we will
you
don't
do it
worry
again?
about it. What, ma'am?
Will you be doing that session again?
Yeah, ma'am. It will continue, ma'am. We will continue that workshops and all. It will repeat. Then you will get updates about it.
Yeah, that's pretty new for me. Chair yoga.
We will conduct again, ma'am. You will enjoy it. It will be super.
And what about to stay like in a different? I stay in Mumbai. So what about how the props will be available? It will be couriered, or like if I place the order or something, or it's available in Hyderabad only.
No. They will courier to any city.
Okay.
You just reply. I think from Sri Kanji you got the message about the props. You can check all that. I'm sure that very quality products. Okay, whatever now I'm using, those are all from Bodhi only. Whichever you got from Bodhi, that are very quality goods that I assure. It's
Mat
not
is
a
very
promotion.
good. Ma'am, mat is very good.
You got it,
Bodhi
huh?
mat I'm using now for 2-3 years. It's like
not you can use that long also.
Yeah,
that much quality product.
I'm using it actually.
Good.
Very nice.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Good quality.
So we can get the t-shirts also from your place.
Yeah, sir, definitely. If you want it. Oh, okay. You're asking about Kitta, sir?
The Bodhi t-shirt, what people are wearing. So we
I think
get,
yes, sir. You will get it. Any other questions? If you have, we can clear it. Otherwise, we'll wind up. What, Varasa?
Yes, ma'am. Any asanas for the knee, for strengthening the knees?
Strengthening the knees, yes. Most of the asanas are to strengthen the knees only. But if you already have pain, please make sure that you're not bending your knees. Like warrior series and all not good. If you have knee pain already, but the same postures are very good to strengthen your knees if you practice before, before getting the pains and all. Okay.
Any specific asanas?
For knee, to strengthen the knee.
Yes, ma'am. I'm like without putting much pressure on the knee, because some people are saying that they don't want to do squats and all because it is weight bearing exercises. So without putting much pressure, something for the knee.
Do proper stretches, sir. Like I already told, Janu Sirsasana, Trikonasana. Don't put any pressure on your knee. You can practice regularly to strengthen your knees. I have, even in early age, practical experience, I had knee pain because of lack of stretch. So there are many things which will contribute towards your knee pain. So only the thing you need to give proper stretch and proper movement to your knees. But if you have a knee issues because of history, family history and all, then you need to take care of medicines and all. That yeah, asanas, every asana is good for knee. So only the thing bending knees, warrior postures and all you can avoid in order to avoid the pressure over the knee. Okay.
Yeah, I think because knee pain is now very common. Most of us have sedentary jobs and desk jobs, so it's become so common that all of us have the same query over and over.
That's the reason, ma'am. You need to give proper stretches. Last stretch that we did it in lying down position, the way you wrapped your strap and you pulled it towards your face, right? That is very, very good stretch for your complete leg. Even for your knee, it is very, very good. Okay, that will heal your ligaments and cartilages where, I mean, those are all the main support to your joints. Okay, so that will get healed and eventually problems all related to that will be resolved.
Ma'am, for Chakrasana, which prop we can use?
Chakrasana chair can be used and wall can be used and blocks also. Okay, with the chair also can do, wall also. Chair is very good for beginners, like where you rest your back on the chair and you will be holding the posture. Okay, ma'am. So to get intense stretch, you can do with wall support. Same Chakrasana. You are walking on the wall towards the mat, and then you're pushing your chest towards the wall where you will get complete flex over the back. That is intense stretch for the back in Chakrasana. For beginners, you can use the chair. Also blocks. You can put it under the palms and you can try to lift yourself up. Okay.
Ma'am, how to help students get into perfect Baddha Padmasana, especially the stretch at the back using the straps?
Baddha Padmasana, so in order to catch the big toes, for them strap only visible, ma'am. You have to wrap the strap around the toes and you need to pull your strap and walk towards your toes. Okay, strap only can be used. And yes, first you need to open your shoulders, whatever the stretches that we done with the strap, like to open the shoulders and with wall and all, which are very helpful to open the shoulders. So eventually you'll be able to do that Baddha Padmasana, even without strap it. But initially you can use the strap. You have to tie it to your foot and then you walk towards the foot. That's it. That will give the stretch to your shoulders and open up your chest. And even intense asanas like balancing asanas also can be done with the block support, where you put your palms on the blocks and you lift yourself up. The blocks will give height to you and you'll be able to lift yourself up. Initially, you tend to engage your core properly. Then gradually you'll be able to do without props also.
Like Kakasana.
Like, yeah, Bakasana, Kakasana, Brahmacharyasana, all the asanas, whatnot. Every asana has like prop support. Yes, we can do with prop support.
Ma'am, as you said, due to time constraint, you could not cover many of the exercises. So will you be having second part to it?
Definitely, ma'am. Yes, why I got that problem? Because I covered most of the intense stretches. Okay, but definitely we'll be having one more session.
Yeah, everything is important. So obviously you, what was important in initial exercises was important. So you covered that. But since you said that there are more to it, so we can look more to it, no, in future.
That actually will be there in the trainings only, ma'am. But yeah, I gave as a complimentary so many I gave, but still I would love to give, but definitely we'll have one more session, ma'am.
Fine. As per your
Ma'am, there is a suggestion if you can plan another session using props for beginners, because what I felt in this one, there were more of advanced poses.
Using props
so in a beginner's class, how the props will be used?
I have shown those also, ma'am. How beginner can use this what is this props and all, how you get the intense stretch, those are all things I have shown. Like Kapotasana also beginner, like in level 1 asana only. Like whatever the stretches that you did in the starting, those are all initially only when
Yeah,
you trying to get
yes,
into the
I
practice.
agree. Yeah, the initial ones were for the beginners class.
Yeah,
Like if
slowly,
you would-
slowly. Your trainers know I wanted to do best, so that's why I gave intense stretches also.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And last that you did with wall support, those are all very beginners. Like whosoever cannot do Sarvangasana is a very beginner asana, and everybody should practice that. Like adults, child, and women's. For everyone, it is very good benefits. So that is the reason that I have shown with wall support. That can be done with chair support also, as I told. Yeah. So we look into all the alignments like intense, intermediate, and basic. Okay. Any other doubts, ma'am?
It was nice, ma'am. It was nice you covered hamstring stretch, hip opening, shoulder opening, back stretching. It was nice. I think we'll all try and use all the props that you suggested and improve on our postures.
Yeah, apart from all those asanas that I have shown, remaining all can be done without props also. Everybody is able to do without props and all. So whatever these asanas, whatever the people, whatever the asanas people are facing, like difficulty in getting into the posture, those only I selected and I put into this session. Okay. So hope you all enjoyed the session and cleared your doubts. If you don't have anything, please tell me. I can wind up the session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, welcome. Yeah, I think so. Sina ma'am, are you there? Sajna ma'am, are you there?
It was like a recap of our advanced training.
What, Neelvari ma'am?
I was just getting reminded of the advanced teacher training, how we were doing at that time. Some of them we did in the training, right? In the advanced teacher.
Most of them we did actually. These are new for level 1 trainers, level 3 or like well-known stretches.
We didn't use the wheel. We didn't use the wheel.
Used.
No. We didn't use the wheel.
Where? Oh, in training you're telling.
In training.
Yeah, we didn't use because nobody got that. That time, at the time, but now we are using that. They asking to buy everyone.
I bought it that time. I asked you, you were like, it's okay, we will do it some other time. And we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Hi, Aldrin ma'am.
Hey, Ravini ma'am.
So,
Hi, ma'am. So many days.
Yeah.
So, like, how is practice going?
Taking 2 classes. My practice is not happening, but I'm taking the classes.
Practicing also.
Yeah. Trying my level best.
Very nice to see.
Today I actually felt that every day I'm giving the class. If I'm practicing on my own. When you're telling fast, and then I could feel I'm stretching more today. I could feel, oh, it's coming. I mean, after 3 months, almost after 4 months after the training got finished.
The more you stretch, the more you become flexible, no? Today you must have felt it after so many days.
Yeah, because when we are teaching, most of it is like basic asanas only. Getting bored and advanced asanas, I'm thinking I'll forget all of them. Maybe you keep one morning session only for advanced asanas practice, ma'am.
It's in demand, Lakshmi ma'am. We should put.
Lakshmi ma'am, you should keep it 4:30 to 5:30 advanced asanas session.
We have advanced class. See.
Because we will forget, we are not practicing it.
Have to practice, ma'am. No choice. You have to practice. Otherwise, you register again for a 4:30 session and continue in that.
But 4:30 session, not the advanced asanas, they are not practicing. The regular ones only.
No, not that one. Our advanced YTT, I'm saying.
100 hours training, you mean?
Oh.
Level 3.
In 3 hours sitting, ma'am.
No, who said that? Who asked you to sit for 3 hours? 1 hour where we practice. At the time we can sit and we can leave by the time when we take relaxation.
5:30. 5:30.
Shall I end? I think nobody's here.
We can end the session.
Okay then. Thank you, Alvin, for being here as a support. Thank you, everyone. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
My level 3 students again here.
Yeah, all are here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. See you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.